Whatever she said, then I'm that. If this here rocks to y'all, then you that. Whatever she said, then I'm that. If this here rocks to y'all, then you that.
Hey, what up, G-Team and YouTube? It is Major G, and there's another trailer that is out today. This is a big week for trailers. So there is another Spider-Man movie coming out called Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now, as soon as I saw that title, I was like, okay, I am definitely going to be seeing this. I was intrigued just by the fact that there was a Spider-Man trailer, and I vaguely heard, I forget from who, that this was going to be the very first one that's going to actually star Miles Morales, or where Miles is going to be the main character. However, the secondary, when I saw that the secondary title or the subtitle, I was definitely in, because the Spider-Verse is the most interesting Spider-Man plotline I have ever come across, and in my opinion, at least. And that's because once again, you guys who follow my videos, you know that I love parallel universes, and the Spider-Verse is a plot line in which every single Spider-Man ever created and ever mentioned all get together and fight some sort of big bad. Now, I don't know what this big bad is, but, and I mean every single version of Spider-Man ever. I mean, I'm talking about newspaper comics, I'm talking about Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man, like the freaking Spider, like the Henshin change Spider-Man with Leopardon, and Ultimate Spider-Man, like not only that, like there's one of the funniest things I remember ever being mentioned, like animated Spider-Man, all the different versions of the animated Spider-Man. And I remember one version, I remember there being mentioned in one particular comic that there was a Spider-Man, there were two different Spider-Man, one that looked like the guy from Seabiscuit, and and another one that looked like the guy from The Social Network. So this is going to be extremely interesting. I can't wait to see what this is, what this is going to entail, because I've been meaning to read this plot line for a long time, but since the nearest comic book shop is an hour and a half away from me in Flagstaff, I just haven't really gotten around to reading comics as often as I should. So let me just go ahead and get into this, because I am super excited about this. Here we go. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Let us begin. Hold on, this quality don't look so good. This is supposed to be 720, but that don't look like 720. I'm going to go back here. All right, let's try this again. There we go. That last one was some crap quality. It's supposed to be 720. Wow. Is this supposed to be 3D? No. That is Miles Morales Spider-Man. Peter Parker. That's Peter Parker's grave. Finally, somebody other than Peter Parker. That's it?
Wait, so how many of us are there?
What?
Okay. So that looked kind of like a different version of a Peter Parker. And that's certainly not Miles wearing the Peter Parker suit. Wow, interesting. Okay. So I'm already intrigued. I was intrigued when they mentioned that it was not going to be Peter Parker. Let me just put it that way. I was already intrigued. I've been like one of the complaints I've been saying about Marvel always making Spider-Man movies is that there have been a bajillion Spider-Man TV series and movies made. And out of all of them, not counting this one, prior to this one, out of all of the games, the movies, the TV series, the games, the movies, and the TV series, there's only ever been one that was not where the main character was not Peter Parker, and that's Spider-Man from the 1970s, and that turned out to be one of the biggest cult classic Spider-Man of all time. So, and he's supposed to show up in this at some point. In the comic, at least he does. He's become a big part of the Marvel universe apparently. So I'm glad that, because I feel like you can only rehash the same exact guy only so many times. So it's nice to finally get a fresh face in as as a different character, and there really aren't. Let me think. How many? Sorry. Let me think. Let me try and think of how many Spider-Man series there are where the main character is not Peter Parker. So you got Spider-Man. It's not Spider-Man, or it's not Peter Parker, or a variation of Peter Parker. Let me also add that as well. So you've got Spider-Man, you've got Spider-Gwen, you've got Spider-Girl, you've got Miles Morales. Spider-Girl's not. She's a sequel of Spider-Man, so that gets into weird territory there. And then you can kind of count. What's his name? Superior Spider-Man, which, while yes, the body, this is also the comic that had this storyline. While yes, technically the body is that of Peter Parker, internally it's actually Otto Octavius who has taken over Peter's body. So you have really you have Miguel O'Hara. I forgot about Miguel O'Hara. So really, you only have maybe about 5 or 6 series where Spider-Man is not Peter Parker. It would be nice. It definitely is about time to get a new face in. And it's nice that they're finally getting Miles Morales in. Because so far he's only guest starred in, I think the only thing he's ever been in besides the comics was, I think he had like a guest arc in Ultimate Spider-Man, the TV show Ultimate Spider-Man, and that was it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'm gonna be looking forward to this. But yeah, be excellent to one another and party on, dudes. Oh, interesting. Okay. That really looks hand drawn.